yesteryear when a rivalry is built on tainted water. But as these fans know, the Little Brown Jug history is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will come out first. The Gophers put up quite a fight for the Jug last year, but it was the Wolverines pulling out a close one.
And that's not a surprise. Michigan dominates this series, and they own the Little Brown Jug. You might as well put Wolverines on it as much as they've won it. They need to make sure they set the tone early. Don't give Minnesota life. Show their dominance early in this football game.
You know, you had to wonder last year if a lot of those players at Michigan maybe weren't thinking about, you know, the rivalries with Penn State and Michigan State and obviously Ohio State at the end of the year. Minnesota is not a program you can overlook, though, because they are tough and they are scrappy, and they're coming for that Little Brown Jug.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Taylor. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking for a man, it's Lindsey. Spits it out to the back. Hits the open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
After the penalty, they'll snap it on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So Michigan's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes Bryce Underwood. And he's gotten himself right in the middle of the early Heisman race with his performance. Got enough for the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that Fielding Hurry Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start of the little brown jug.
How about that, man? A little tampering back then. You're gonna fix the game, mess with my players, and I think all of those things. It's really cool to learn the backdrops, Jesse, of rivalries and how things are named the way they are, and why the hatred usually runs so deep.
And you know what's interesting is a lot of these players on the field right now, they probably don't have any idea of the history and how interesting that is. All they care about is adding another trophy to the trophy case, and they want the little brown jug in that box.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. To the ground. He's got it again. There's a crease. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this way. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give is to Taylor. Oh, he smashes his way through again. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the run game.
First play of the period, first down here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Wolverines will have it first and 10. The run inside. It's Marshall. Here's a little room there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. He now has 91 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. We didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Makes a grab and room to run. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on first and goal. From the red zone, it's Marshall. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Taylor has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's there to make the stop.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
He uncorks one deep. Holds it in on the left. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Minnesota! A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. The sure hands, it's Marsh. The Gophers will take their first time out. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Give him 114 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Running inside. It's Marshall.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later.
Finding some room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And how about the backup, man? His first touch, he makes a big play in the running game. That is exactly how you earn more carries. He's not a guy that's leaned on to get those starter reps, to get the #1 reps. But when you do that, I promise you, you'll start to earn more reps with this offense.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Right back to the well. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. Push forward on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Flips it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's the Fighting Irish trying to stay perfect as they eye a 5th straight win. It's been a dream start to the season, and really this game here today as well. Time to find out if they can finish the job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Catching up with the Wolverines head coach at the half. His running back has started to get in that Heisman conversation, and he is thrilled with the way he's performing. Sometimes hype off the field can be a distraction, but that has not happened. This running back has been locked in, dialed in, and is performing at a high level so far in this game. We'll see if he can keep it up here to start the second half. I'll keep you posted, guys.
All right, Holly.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the right. And he dropped it, just didn't work the thing all the way in.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
Makes the grab on the left. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. The run inside. It's Marshall. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On the run, it's Marshall. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. In the lore of the Little Brown Jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so badly.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen, it was important. I mean, it was helping hydrate people.
Caught, and he's got room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Michigan has dominated this rivalry over the years, and they look oh so close to securing the jug again.
You look at Michigan on paper, and they have an advantage all over the place against Minnesota. It was a question of whether they could just stay out of their own way. If they eliminated the mistakes, we knew this was going to be a tall order for Minnesota, and Michigan just looks dominant.
Yeah, it stinks, but it is the facts. The facts are you're less talented at Minnesota, and you've got to play really, really well, especially in these rivalry games, and hope to cast Michigan on a bad day. But that little brown jug is inching towards Michigan's sideline now.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Rushes on him. The throw. Got a man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The official accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Makes the quick grab. And that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Keeps it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Inside, it's Marshall. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They feed him again.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The Gophers will take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and
this trophy has been around forever, the oldest in the FBS, and for much of that time it has been controlled by Michigan. And once again, it is the Wolverines taking the little brown jug away from Minnesota. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. big house, Michigan Stadium. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Whittingham pregame. He is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Throwing, Underwood. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The run inside. It's Marshall. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Really, really smart job by your QB. Knowing exactly what's going on, knowing the situation. It's third down, man. Survey the field, but don't force it. Don't make a mistake. Let your guy do the work. Great job dropping it off to the running back. He does the rest. Move the sticks and get a fresh set of downs.
Picks up the first down. Got a little grass. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Hansen. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Well, one thing you know about Penn State when you've watched them play in recent years is they were absolutely loaded at running back. Maybe the best 1-2 combination over the last several seasons of Nick Singleton and Kaytron Allen, David. Now both those guys are gone. There's going to be some new faces toting the rock, but this is Penn State. They've got to be able to run the ball.
They do, and you think about this new era with Matt Campbell coming over, obviously bringing Hansen at the running back spot, but you know how he likes to do it, man. Multiple tight ends, run the football. Rocco Beck's going to be steady at quarterback, so whether it's Hansen, whether it's Peoples who comes over from Ohio State, I expect the ground game to be what Penn State fans are used to.
Wide open downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defense.
And he's still running after the move. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the red zone, looking for a space. Unleashes one. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Tosses it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here's a hit. There by this defense.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Running inside, it's Marshall. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to the run. And he could not get loose on the run. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Underwood. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. Breaks into the open. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, when things aren't perfect, he has the ability to buy time use his athleticism and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. And the returner will be dragged down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Might have a chance. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sowell. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Beck. Oh, they're after him, and it's a sack.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Blasted as he lets it go.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and force the incompletion.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, they'll go right back to it. Fighting off the defender. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll send the back in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
And, man, that is the hard part about playing defense nowadays. It's not the first play. It's the second play that you have to react to. It's a pass. Everybody's playing pass, but he has the ability to do that. And we've seen him do it today already. Just take off, make things happen. Now the QB over 100 on the day, and his legs, they're a problem.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not...
Maybe a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Marshall. Breaks the tackle. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's Marshall. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. And he's in. Touchdown, Michigan. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 5 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Wildcats with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Wallace. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with the Penn State head coach coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Dropping back, it's Beck. He'll throw it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. Got enough for the first. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Here's Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Slings it downfield. That's reeled in. It's Buchanan. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Running inside. It's Marshall. There's some room. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run on the doorstep. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Marches ahead. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Works the middle. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Beck. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Makes a connection. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move. Could be an alley. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back.
Get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
This is